Was there any reform progress in Islam? It is a typical Christian question. As Christians, they had this reformed progress or movement led by Mr. Luther. Yes, Muslims had, but it was not a reformed movement, but it is a progress what is described and prescribed by our Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his hadith. As in every 100 years at least should come a scholar or group of scholars who renew Islamic thinking, not the Islam. The basic principles of the doctrines, I mean principles of Iman, faith, and the basic principles of Sharia law, the principles of law, Islamic law, should remain untouched. But the deductions coming from the basic principles resulting applied thinking and applied law. And this is normal because the Islamic thinking should fit in every time and every place with the society. If there is no change in the thinking, of course that would be a friction, what can cause explosion. No. Therefore, in every 100 years should be a new explanation of Quran, which is a source of love, a law, source of law. And from this source of law, everything should be reformed, even legal thinking and faith. This process was going on until the 15th century on the west in Iberia and the 13th century, 1260, in the east in Baghdad. Of course, in between, there is a huge area in North Africa with different caliphates. This process was even going on afterwards, but the two centers were destroyed in the east by the Tataric invasion, and after that, for more than 150 years, the word of Islam couldn't be uttered, and it was forbidden. And in the west, the Inquisition destroyed the caliphate there, and those Islamic civilization was settled there, with libraries, with educations, with culture. What happened afterwards? Afterwards, America was discovered, and the richness of America entered to Europe, especially after killing the Mayas, Incas, and Aztecs. Their free of charge gold entered and resulted a new progress in the European societies. Of course, I mean the Western European societies, who since then they are using the same method how to get richness, so they are sucking the blood of other nations since then. And that is the foundation of their democracy, and whoever wants to follow the same track, it is forbidden. It is against the democracy. Anyhow, after the discovery of America and the richness of Europe, devaluated the trade lines and routes of the Muslims, and it caused a decline in the Islamic thinking. Yes, because there is a strong correlation between the capital, the wealth, and the thinking. And after this period happened the colonization committed by the Western societies and groups. And if there is a colonization from a peaceful and from a very friendly principle, I call it Islam, which calls people together under the same umbrella of faith, becomes a resistance and militarism. Until we reach to the 20th or 21st century, where even the Islamic thinking is manipulated by non-Muslims, by Orientalists in British workshops who are preparing a kind of Islamic thinking and teaching Muslims about their own religion in a very fake way. And happens the worst when the CIA is doing the same, establishing by barbaric and bloodthirsty Islamic, so-called Islamic organizations. And today there is no way to explain Islam, because in the common opinion, in the public opinion, Islam lives as a very barbaric, bloodthirsty religion. Yes. What is the solution? The elimination of this organization. It is one of the solutions, but it will be done by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The other solution is the education of Muslims. To educate not by organizations and different mosques, because I don't trust in mosque anymore, by their own and by their heart, led by their heart. They have to start dialogues with good-willing and God-loving people from other nations. The dialogue coming from lower levels can change people and can change the Muslim thinking. We have to discover our own religion, not by our sheikhs and imams, forget it, by our book, by our culture, and by learning our past and learning others. It is very important. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.